Did we talk about the female empowerment in this book and how it's really, really horrible, and that's coming from a female?
It wasn't even. I don't even know if it was like a. Yeah. It was. Mm,
Tally's got what
no.
I call ladybug syndrome. If anyone understands that reference, basically, the creator of Miraculous Ladybug, Thomas Austrick or something, I can't remember his name,
Yeah.
basically worships Ladybug because of female empowerment, but like literally
He
makes her the
says she's more
spotlight.
important
Yeah, but
because of her. Not because of her power, but because she's
and
female.
that's not what
And,
feminism is about. It's just a
yeah.
horrible thing. Anyway,
Like,
for authors out there,
she. Her powers are obviously quote unquote the good ones, so that like she creates and Cat destroys, and that's why she's more important. Not oh yeah, because she's female, she's more important.
yeah, for any authors out there,
Mm.
if you want to have a female character who's empowering, don't make it like the female character is better than everyone else. Feminism is about everyone is equal, everyone gets the same um, choices, everyone gets like same wages, stuff like that.
It's not reverse. That
It,
we don't.
it's,
Females don't want more power.
yeah,
They just want it to be equal. Everyone is going to struggle. Let the characters struggle through life. They can't just have no struggles because of some trait they have.
yeah, like Tally gets handed everything. Like, oh, here are 3 hot boyfriends for you. Oh, here is a cult for you. Oh, here is like being a powerful person in your society for you.
Here's being able to survive nature, and then just she doesn't know anything about it, and then just she can just do it.
Yeah. Oh, and also really dislike the whole Shay and Tally were friends before Tally stole Shay's crush and like they got together. That's a stupid thing. I really wish media would stop pitting women against each other for like
Yeah.
stupid reasons such as a boy, because no girl does that in real life. Like, should we name examples? I have an example.
Go ahead.
Alright, when I was younger I had a crush on this boy, but I unknowingly had a crush on my female friend. And we were friends with this boy. She was very much had a crush on this female boy. Female boy.
It was a love triangle, and I was just there standing to the side, like, just confused.
Yeah, so I had a crush on both of them, unknowingly on the girl because I didn't understand what it meant to be bi. And she had a crush on him. I was just jealous that she had a crush on him because I secretly did not want him to steal her away from me. I was protective. Anyway, I never.
So it wasn't like, oh, you want him, you want her. It was, you want her.
Yeah, and it just ended up being like, oh, let's just stay friends. Like, I'm not gonna act on these feelings because if I act on my feelings for him, she's gonna get mad. If I act on my feelings for her, it's a whole thing. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, just stay friends. That's how most people do things, I think. That's a really horrible example, but
I feel like just media, it portrays like, oh yeah, you're supposed to fight for a guy, and like,
make the
what?
boys fight over me. I want men and women to fight over me, boost my confidence.
Just if the guy doesn't appreciate you and he wants someone else, then just he isn't for you.
Then he's a bitch. Like, don't waste your time.
Just don't. I don't really understand why. No, I don't understand any of that, so.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta both understand each other and, like, have feelings. You can't just wake up one day and then be like, oh yes, this guy or this girl.
I swear some people are like that, though.
Yeah.
I've met people who are like, today is a new day. I was rejected by someone. Time to move on to the next one.
Wow.
I swear to God, that's how they start their day, looking in the mirror like, the other one didn't like me, but maybe this one will.
Oh, people, I will not ever understand you. Even though I am human as well. Oh, humanity. If aliens ever just look down at... Oh yeah, there was like the thing they found on the moon recently. They were like, oh yes, we found something. It looks like a structure. I don't know what it is. I not on top of this. Just saw it somewhere. Probably some other meteor or something.
Slightly worried. 2020 couldn't get worse, though. I mean, really, what do you mean it couldn't get worse? It can always get worse.
Yeah. Honestly, if aliens did, like, even, like, if they exist nearby and they could get to us, I don't see why they'd do that. We are already, like, this is chaos. They probably don't want to get involved in this, honestly.
I mean, who would? Like, everywhere else is going to be taken over because they don't have as many problems as the US, but the US will probably just remain its own problem because the aliens are like, no, don't want to touch.
We're not dealing with that.
No touchy.
Hey, we're gonna let them deal with their own problems. Maybe take them over now, just a couple years from now.
Yeah.
Just wait until they all die out.
Which honestly would be probably quick because vaccines take a while, and morons will not put a fucking mask on, so put a mask on.
Wear a mask. It's not that hard. It's not gonna prevent you from breathing. People with breathing problems, corona is worse than wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Just don't go outside.
I went horseback riding today, and throughout the whole time of me tacking up the horse and then going onto the horse, I wore a mask. It's not that hard.
Like, yes, it might be uncomfortable just a little bit, but, like, I think you'd rather wear a mask for a little while than be sick and maybe die.
Yeah, and also view it like this. There aren't, like, anything that you get uncomfortable with a mask from. Like, the sweat, I know sweating around your mouth region is uncomfortable while having something plastered over it. If you just take it off a little bit when you're, like, alone, and then just wipe your mouth, and then put it back on, you'll be fine. If you, like, get condensation in your glasses, just take them off and wipe them. It's, like, easy solutions for things people nitpick about masks, but anyway.
Yeah. Masks, like, if you're not afraid of getting the coronavirus, alright. Then you're just being selfish but not wearing a mask, because you're protecting others by wearing a mask. Not really yourself. I mean, it's yourself and others. Because when you cough or sneeze or just talk, breathe, you exhale into the mask, and the germs are supposed to get caught in the mask instead of fly out and get everybody else sick.
Yeah.
So, stop being selfish. Just wear a mask or stay at home, social distance, just the combination of all those.
If you're not gonna wear a mask, then get someone to deliver groceries to your house and just stay in your house. We don't need you as a society outside spreading germs just because you can wear a bit of piece of cloth because of your ego.
Just, it's not freedom to, like, no one is restricting you from breathing. You can breathe through a mask. It's for your own health. How do you not understand this?
Yeah. Also, the excuses with this are really stupid. Like, the god's beautiful respiratory system is being thrown away if you use a mask. No, it's not. It's still in work.
Yeah, like you didn't just cut off your lung or something.
Oh god, that sounds horrible.
How would you even, like... I don't understand what these arguments are for. There's like the ones where they're like, coronavirus doesn't exist, it's a Democratic plot against the Republicans. The moment a Democratic president gets elected, the vaccine gets invented or just disappears. Like, what in the world? Who thought of this?
Oh, yeah, my dad's working on COVID research, so it's not a democratic scam. Scientists are actually working on it, and it's taking a while. You gotta get funding and shit.
Yeah, just people. It's not that hard. Doctors have to wear a mask, multiple masks, and like a lot of protection, and they get like just that is really uncomfortable.
Yeah, if you
as you
see
can
the
imagine.
shit that doctors have to wear, and you are still complaining about a mask, I'm sorry, you're just an asshole.
Yeah, you have
Actually,
no
I'm not
excuse.
sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Just not sorry at all. You guys should just stop being a threat to society. You are the virus.
The virus
Coronavirus
lives
isn't a
in
problem
you.
as much as you.
We were supposed to be talking about Uglies. Do we have anything else to say about Uglies?
All of you people who don't wear a mask, you are equivalent to Tally.
That's true.
That is all I have to say now.
I just want to quick go over symbolism and literary devices in here. Because Tally is supposed to be comparable to the tiger lilies, which are an invasive species that the firefighters are trying to wipe out by just fucking torching them. And I don't really know how that relates to Tally, other than, yes, she's a jerk, and she's invasive, and she may be pretty, but I hate her, and so you should burn her.
I don't even know how they think she's pretty. Like, why are there so many boys after her?
I really don't know.
They must be blind.
They must be.
Like, okay, even if she's pretty, you at least want someone with brains. Hopefully. I hope people want people with brains.
Oh yeah, this also annoys me about romance. Like, attraction's great, but you gotta... Oh yeah, we already talked about this. Never mind.
I think the thing with, romance books, they usually, if it's like, no matter if it's from the girls, it's usually from the girl's perspective, the girl is usually quite stupid, and she's a damsel in distress 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, this book, she kind of does things on her own, but she still is, like, I don't know. Girls in romances are really, like, manipulative. Like, they get manipulated by just the guys. Sometimes, I feel like. I don't know. It's just, like, that's the only reason I'd see why, they wouldn't want her to have, like, a brain. Because I hope she because it'd be easier to manipulate her, I guess. If that makes sense.
Yeah. But honestly, she has so little of a brain, you could not put those things in there and just, it would be fine. Oh.
Yeah, give her the tumor, it would make her smarter.
I think it did, didn't it?
I think it... Yeah. And then she somehow made it disappear on its own, and I was like, what in the world?
Okay.
And then all of a sudden she's a special in the next book, and I'm like, yo, so she gets to become, like, a superhuman? And...
Yeah, you know what, if she gets to become a superhuman, then fucking put me in the X-Men. That doesn't...
Make me a Norse god!
Exactly, like...
This stupido gets, like... They wanted her, too. They were like, join us. You know more than you should. Join us. We will do something. Make this world great. I'm like, what in the world is happening? Why do they want her? Of all the people out there. There was Tally. So Tally, you want Tally over, like, Shay, I don't know.
David. If they, like, kidnapped and brainwashed David, he would be, like, the perfect person. David's parents.
I think they might have. I think they killed the father.
Oh, yeah.
They killed the father at the end of the first book. The mother's still alive, and she helps cure the weird brain eating thing and the other dude's brain. While David is just there sad that his girlfriend, I'm putting air quotes around it because I don't even know what kind of relationship that was, is now with another boyfriend. She just brought another guy. Is like, his brain gets eaten.
Oh, God.
And this dude is just, like, left, like, basically friend-zoned. And then somehow, I don't know how, but they get captured, and that's how the second book ends. And the third book begins with, oh yes, they're swimming around on hoverboards, and they have enhanced, like, senses and everything.
Do they just get captured every fucking 5 seconds? Because, like, Tally got captured by the people when she went to go and get her operation. Tally got trapped in fire, got saved by the fire people. Tally got taken in by the Smokies. I almost called them the Smokers.
The Smokers?
And then she got captured by
Weed.
Oh my god. I can't with this book. Oh, also, descriptions are horrible. Let me give you an example of the description. Within the, like, first chapter, this girl is sitting there describing the sunset to us. Now, sunsets are normally beautiful things. Yeah. Sunsets are normally beautiful things, but I have never heard a sunset described so horribly. It is not in any way good writing the way this man describes sunsets. He describes it as vomit from a cat, but when your cat has been eating salmon for weeks on end.
Like, what kind of poisonous salmon are you giving your cat?
What is your relationship with this cat? What are you feeding it? What is happening?
Cats usually vomit hair, not fish. I think there's a problem.
I speak from experience, but green usually means dehydration. My cat has swallowed something it should not.
I don't think cats vomit red or pink. That is not healthy. You need to go see a vet.
Yeah, I think your cat's
ASAP.
dying, damn it. Your cat and your sunset.
I think it's bleeding internally or something. Like, that's, like, I've never seen that. I never hope to see that. Like, cat vomit, it's usually, like, gray. I mean, depending on the fur color, of course. Usually ranges from, like, maybe greenish yellow to, like, dark gray.
Probably should have put a warning in front of this, because don't listen to this while you're eating.
Don't feed your cat poisonous radioactive salmon to experiment.
Seriously, like, what are you... just feeding the cat, like, straight up a full, fresh out of the river salmon?
Like salmon, even salmon, like... you digest it, and I don't think the vomit will have the color of red. It will have the color of stomach acid.
Yeah. Does stomach acid even have a color?
I think it's like dark green, or like, it's acidic. Yes. It's definitely not red or pink.
Yeah, then there's something wrong with your cat, man.
Yeah. It's definitely not red or pink. Just don't. No.
Oh, and then he does it again with another sunset later on in the book. And he's, like, describing the scenery around it, and it's actually kind of nice. Oh, by the way, any part in this book where Tally's just describing scenery is like the most peace and quiet you get in this book. It is so relaxing just to read, except when
And
she's
then all of a
describing
sudden,
the sunset.
Splash!
Like,
just whatever, there's just...
I did a,
Yeah.
commentary essay.
That book is something.
Yeah, I did a commentary essay on, she was describing like a mountain or something, and I was like, wow, this actually makes me hate the book less. And then it got to the sunset, and I was like, whoop, hatred's back!
Yeah, I think there were like... I think the moon was rising once, and they were like describing like the lilies or orchids or whatever they are. They're just looking down at them. And they all like were glowing, and it was like beautiful, but like then they started talking about how like, oh, don't let the beauty be like mess with you. It's they're terrible. And that was supposed to be like symbolism for like, oh yeah, this is exactly what Tally is. And I'm like, no, I don't think Tally glows like that. Excuse me, I think she's ugly. She said she's ugly, I think she's ugly.
She's ugly both on the inside and on the outside. It's a very hard thing to accomplish.
But she did it. She just did it.
Remarkable. She's absolutely remarkable. She did
She
what we
did
thought
the
no one
impossible.
could. Yeah.
It just...
Oh yeah, what else? Oh.
No one could have achieved that.
Yeah.
Okay, I still don't understand how, like... Okay, they pull all your teeth for the surgery and give you, like, metallic teeth that are, like, they can't get destroyed or something?
But can they get, like, rusted or some shit?
Like, I think the parents were discussing something about, like, oh yeah, that's... So we got our face back to normal, but we can't do anything about our teeth.
I've never heard of reverse plastic surgery.
I don't know what happened to the teeth. I don't think they rust. I think they're just, like, impossible to destroy, and they're great at chewing things now.
Hold on,
Congratulations.
In real life, is there such
Teeth
thing
are
as
great.
reverse plastic surgery?
That's the only, like, the part, that's the most memorable part of the book. Teeth are great. Everything else about the surgery, bad.
Is there such a thing as reverse plastic surgery?
Reverse plastic surgery.
There's often no such thing as undoing plastic surgery, but there is room for improvement.
Oh. Oh yes, we're just going to make you even more plastic. You will become Barbie doll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you can't really reverse that, can you? I mean, it's probably like what they did.
Yeah. Oh.
In the book, they were like melting their faces. That's what they did.
In the book, it had some really horrible descriptions about what
Like,
they
I
were
think
doing.
something just, they attached something to them.
Yeah, like, I get it, you're supposed to feel uncomfortable about the whole surgery thing.
The plastic surgery was weird.
Yeah.
Like, that's the point of the book, yes, but like, this plastic surgery isn't even realistic, and how in the world would... That is probably one smart government if they managed to, like, convince all of the people, most of the people, to go under a knife and get their brains messed with. And they don't even, like, to the point that they don't even know what happened. They just don't care. Like, that's one smart government. And I guess that's... I mean, that prevents rebellion, and now the government can do whatever it wants. I mean...
Yeah.
They're still happy. They get to just... Don't know. do whatever they want. I mean, they get to jump off roofs and bungee suits. What were they like bungee suits though that were like something like anti-gravitational? They like blew up and now you're just bouncing or something. It was weird.
I'm wondering if they have like
Just get yanked
still
up.
have like mental illness and like suicide and stuff, because this is a very like utopian world in a way. Like everyone looks beautiful in society's norms, and you know, you get to have fun. You're basically free.
Yeah.
I'm guessing government's not all that hard on them. So like, is there still mental illness
You're
stuff?
carefree.
Or...
Your brain has been altered, and now you don't think about much.
Yeah, is that like something the brain lesions take away? God, if we didn't focus on Tally, if the book didn't focus on Tally, it could have been like really good about creating this whole world. Right now, it's just kind of like a half-baked disaster.
Maybe like the brain, like either the government, maybe the government covered it up. Either, yeah. I don't think the author thought like many things through. They're just present in like a normal world.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think they really thought. They thought about like the energy things, like, oh yes, they don't like the Smokies because smoke. They're emitting. This whole thing was to stop global warming, actually. And now they just brainwash the people so that like global warming doesn't happen again, I guess.
Yeah. It doesn't fully connect, but
like it all came from like the disease or virus or something, some sort of spore that like exploded all the gas in the world.
Yeah, it was some like phenomenon that was created in a lab or something.
Now they have like solar panels.
Yeah. It's a very strange world only because it's not developed enough. Oh, also I just really want to talk about symbolism in this book is the worst thing ever. Do not pick this for a book report, because if you have to talk about symbolism, I guarantee you will be there for hours. Hours on end. It's so hard to talk about it, because Tally's not a reliable or good protagonist. The other characters aren't that good either. Don't go through development, neither does Tally, really. And things that happen just, like, happen and then are done. Things are not well written enough for you to do a good book report and stuff on symbolism. Like, my teacher gave us a quote quiz and gave us a quote about Tally and her work habits and what that was supposed to be and how it was supposed to be significant. No one said what the teacher thought everyone would say, which was, oh, this shows that Tally likes to work. Because this book is so bad at portraying any symbolism.
Like, I don't even... Like, how in the world does this show that Tally likes doing work?
Yeah, she's like going at a rock work.
She doesn't like sitting around. Is that like the point? Like, humans like doing work instead of, like, I like sitting around personally.
I don't really know what the point was
though. You can go do the work. I'll sit around.
This is also partly me being salty.
Do they prevent them from doing work or something? Like, I don't think anyone wants to do work.
I really don't know. All I know is that I got a 20 out of 25 on that thing, and I'm just not the happiest person.
That book, I'm so done with that whole series. It's just... Why does this exist?
If you have a choice between reading Uglies and any other book, I guarantee you the other book is better. Should we just quick go through some book recommendations?
Quick go through what?
Book recommendations.
Your voice glitched out at the end.
Oh, okay.
Hi?
Do you want to quick go through some book recommendations?
Definitely not Uglies. Um, books. I think Stormcrow was a good book. It has like one LGBT side character, and that was kind of nice. Um, hoping that there would be a second book to that, or a third one. Um, if you're looking for romance, Selection is alright. And I think, Cinder and the Lunar Chronicles, they were also decent. I usually read mythology, so there's like the Valkyrie books. Magnus Chase, I think that was okay. Um, School for Good and Evil was good. Those are my book recommendations.
Okay, mine are Moxie's a good feminism one, and it kind of shows both viewpoints, both the female feminism with both men and women in it. Also, I don't really. What's the one with Star? I keep forgetting what that series is called. The Black Pegasus horse thing.
Pegasus.
Oh, the Guardian Herd. That's what it's called. The Guardian Herd is good.
I don't think I read that one.
Yeah, I mean, it has horses. I like it. Valkyrie is a really good one as well. And I have to finish other books too. I have like tens of millions of books to read that I need to get through. Anyway, I think we should probably end it here.
There are tons of good books. Uglies is not one of them.
Yeah. Top 3 things never to read.
That's something everyone
Uglies,
should agree on.
Twilight, and 50 Shades of Grey. Someone told me they read 50 Shades of Grey, and I went, ugh, in my head. But yeah. Bye-bye now.
Adios.
Adios.